everybody. Okay, so two things. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday. I just had kind of a crazy weekend and I just did a bunch of readings yesterday. Didn't take Sunday off, which I normally do. So here I am. It's Monday and this morning I was doing a meditation. What should I talk about? What should I talk about? And kind of nothing really came to me. And then some things started to happen. It's Monday. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about divine intervention and how the universe speaks to us. And I'm going to do that for a few reasons because a few things kind of came up over the weekend that Ryan and I had been discussing together. And then kind of today happened. And so I just want to clarify kind of how the universe speaks to us and how we need to take the signs. And it's not always from spirit. Sometimes it's about movement. Sometimes it's about where we're supposed to be going. Sometimes it's about work. Sometimes it's about a vehicle. And that's kind of how I started. I'm going to start today because I have been trying to trade in my vehicle. And by trying, I mean, I've sent, some paperwork, nothing too crazy. I haven't really been following through, but I know it's time for me to get a new car. And I drive a beautiful vehicle. I love my vehicle. It's done me well. But I just kind of wanted a sign. And so I always ask for signs for things that I need to change or, in regards to starting this or what have you. So today I'm going to meet up with a very old friend of mine. And I go to get in my car and push the start button and it doesn't start. So I call her, she comes up, we boost it, it's running, that's fine. I drive around town, we go for breakfast, everything's great, get home, shut off my car, doing my running around, go to turn it back on, it's dead again. So I now have to call my mom, who's going to come here and she's going to boost it. And I put on the booster cables and there's sparks and all this stuff happening. So I phoned the dealership and they were like, take it off, don't do it. I was like, okay. So then I had to call a tow truck. So I guess that is the universe saying to me, Kelly, it's time to get a new car. And I still don't have a vehicle. And I'm not sure if I need a new alternator, a new starter, if it's a battery. I don't know anything. So I'm going to put out there and pray that the dealership is very honest with me and that I can just get it fixed. But clearly this was my sign that I needed to get a new vehicle. So I then proceeded with a gentleman that I was working with to get a new vehicle. And I'm hoping that he will come back also with some very good news. So I'm just praying that everything works out and that the universe presents me with the vehicle that I need that will keep myself safe, my son safe, and allow me to get to and from business, whether I'm traveling for work or to go and teach the competitive dance team, etc. It threw a wrench in my day and I could have sat and got mad, and I did for about 5 minutes. And then I said, no, this is a sign. I've been asking for a sign. So there it is. There's my sign. Now, the other thing that the universe does sometimes is in regards to work or, the universe teaches us lessons all the time. And sometimes those lessons are about money. Sometimes they're about relationships. Sometimes they're about your kids. Sometimes they're about a move. Sometimes the lesson is just for you to speak your truth or to know your self-worth or what have you. And so, if you're having a struggle with work and you kind of want to change jobs or you don't think that you're on the right path, you need to just pray. And I don't mean that in a pray to God religious way. Whatever praying looks like to you, you can ask the universe for it, manifest it, say something like, I'm choosing to be open what the universe has in store for me, or I'm choosing to change paths if that's what the universe is wanting for me. In regards to maybe you're newly out of a relationship or newly getting ready to get into another relationship and you feel like you're ready to take that step to say, I'm choosing to be open to who the universe wants me to love forever, or, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's about having a baby and you're having a hard time conceiving. to say I'm choosing to be worthy of carrying a baby to term or of conceiving a child out of love, or again, whatever that looks like for you. And sometimes money is a big one. The universe likes to give us lessons about money because in today's society, we are all, I believe, including myself, and I don't, my life is not focused on money or material things. I'm very blessed and feel very blessed for what I have in regards to fulfillment, emotionally, spiritually, etc. Money is great. Pays, my rent so that I can have a beautiful home, pays for my car. I understand that we need money. But sometimes we get a little greedy, and everybody, I believe, is guilty of it, myself included. But so long as we self-check pretty quick, the universe brings it back pretty fast to us. So, if you're struggling financially or your money things just aren't working out, like the money's not there, what have you, choose to release any anger, resentment, fear that you have with money, and just choose to be accepting of abundance. And abundance is a wonderful, wonderful word to use. I think that everybody should accept abundance of love, of spirituality, of laughter, of happiness, and to say that you're accepting of abundance of money. Everybody's financial freedom looks different. Mine is knowing I can go to the grocery store and not have to pull out my calculator. Sorry, I was just getting a call. So that's what financial freedom looks like to me, to know that I can go to the grocery store and I don't have to worry about pulling out my calculator, or, being able to buy new socks. I love socks because we live in a cold place and I wear socks when it's cold. So I think that, financial freedom to everybody looks different. So to give thanks. So, I always say to people, don't stress about money. And that's easier said than done. And I understand that and I totally respect that. I trust that the universe is going to take care of me. Every month, I trust. And, sometimes there's months where I'm like, I don't know how this is all going to work out. But then it always does. And in that moment, I give thanks. And I give thanks to God because that's who I believe in. But you can give thanks to the universe. You can give thanks to whatever it is that you're looking for. And so, or whatever it is that you want to thank. Mine is God. And I always just say, thank you for allowing me to be financially free. Thank you for giving me abundance in finance so that I know my world is taken care of, that Parker's taken care of, and that I'm taken care of. And today, with my car going, first of all, being towed, and then I don't have AMA. I might invest in that. And then going to the dealership, and it hasn't had a diagnostic done on it yet. And I haven't received the financial total. But I came home and I was a bit stressed. It's close to Christmas and, all of these things. And I just prayed and I just said, I believe that you are going to take care of me financially and that this will be a quick fix, and that, yes, I'm hearing you and I will work on getting a newer vehicle. And I'm thankful that this vehicle has lasted and gotten me, through so many things, through so many snowstorms and, driving, and it's always kept Parker and I very safe. And so I'm very thankful for that. And I will continue to move forward and be presented with the next vehicle. And I just said, I pray that you continue to take care of me financially, and that you will provide this service for me, and that the people working on my vehicle will be, honest and respectful, as I'm sure they will. I deal with them on a regular basis, things like that. And when I came out of my prayer and meditation, I had a few messages from people who wanted to book readings. And so the financial aid of it was coming in. And, I sat there and I just, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's in moments like this where I go, yes, the universe is taking care of each and every one of us. And whether we believe in God or we believe in a higher power or we just believe in whatever it is that you believe in. There is something out there taking care of you. And the lesson to me was don't procrastinate. The lesson to me today was listen to your gut. You've known that you need to get rid of this vehicle and that you need a new one. The lesson to me was don't fear it. Get rid of the fear that the universe, yes, is taking care of you. The lesson to me was I have beautiful people in my world that came and helped me today that was incredible, and it was amazing, and I was super thankful for that. And I think if we all look around, again, it's that rainbow in the storm kind of thing, but I think if we all look around us, and whether it's the twinkle of Christmas lights going up, even if you're grieving or you're not in the Christmas spirit, which is something I'm actually going to talk about tomorrow, because I'm having a really hard time getting in the Christmas spirit, and I'll explain a little bit as to why. But the twinkling lights, or just the smell of fresh air, or if it's someone at the store saying Merry Christmas, or what have you, just know that someone's trying to make you smile. And I think if we all do that together, and we all try to just be present, and we all try to go, okay, what's the lesson in this, and what can I learn from it? I believe we all will learn from them. And sometimes you need to talk it out, and sometimes you need your person to talk to, or what have you, and sometimes they're busy, and so really talk to yourself. I do that a lot. I think if anybody had a video camera other than my phone that I hit play on or record on, would think I was a little crazy. I have regular conversations out loud in my house with myself, also in my car while I'm driving. I talk to myself all the time when I'm driving. Anyways, so talk it out, work it out, talk to your person, find that rainbow, and it might be something as simple as like, I came home and said, okay, I hear you. Just present it, show it, and guide me to where I need to go and what I need to do, and what, allow that new vehicle to come in that will be safe for Parker and I, that will get us through the next few years, or whatever it is. And I think this goes too with people who are brought into your world. Everybody's brought into your world for a reason. And sometimes, they say reason, season, lifetime. And I don't disagree with that saying. But I also think that sometimes people are brought into your world for lessons. And sometimes those lessons hurt, because we can get hurt by people, or we can hurt people, not intentionally. I hope there's no evil people out there watching this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a reason, there's a lesson. And sometimes people are brought into your world that will be there for a lifetime. And some people are brought into your world for a moment. And that sometimes that moment is just to go, you got this, or to teach you speaking of the truth, or to teach you that you're worth speaking your truth and worth being heard. And I pray that each and every one of you gets a lifetime of people in your world. I have been very blessed to I still have friends from when I was little that I danced with, and they're amazing, and it's crazy to me how our paths worked out. But I think it's important that we recognize people. So today, for instance, my tow truck driver, sweetest guy on the planet. And, when I said to him, after we'd gotten it to the dealership, and I'd said to him, he handed me my bill, and I said, I hope in a not negative way that I don't see you again before Christmas, because if I see you again before Christmas, it means I'm spending money that I really didn't want to spend. And he said, I go home and think before I go to sleep, wow, not a lot of people want to see me again. And so we were laughing about it. And I said to him, you have a beautiful soul, and it takes a certain kind of person to be able to work outside and do this. If he wasn't there for me today, it would have been some other tow truck driver, but it was him there today, and he did everything he could to help me so that I didn't have to get my car towed. Unfortunately, my vehicle just would not start. So anyways, he did everything he could to save me some money. He did everything he could to make it so my car wasn't getting towed. And then he even helped me talk to the mechanic. So he was a blessing today. He was an earth angel today that was brought into my world. He's not going to be there for a lifetime, but he showed me today that authentically real people are out there. and he was kind. And when I said to him, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope that, your world is filled with blessings, he said to me, meeting you today was a blessing. And I felt the same way about him because he helped me, and he's a total stranger. And yes, it's his job, just like it's my job as a medium to help heal and support and go through that journey with you. But it was he went above and beyond, and it was so wonderful to me, and I feel so blessed. And I think that that's what's important, is it's, whether you pump gas or you are a CEO of an oil and gas company, we are all the same people. We are all humans. We are all here on earth, giving lessons, learning lessons, and we're all going through this journey together. So kindness, so important to me. And the fact that you go above and beyond, it makes you different from somebody else. So I can promise you, if there's anybody ever out there that calls me and says, I need a tow truck driver, I am sending them his information, because he was a blessing today. And he made me laugh in a time when I wanted to cry. And, he just said, it'll get fixed. You'll be okay. You'll be back on the road. This is, this dealership is good. And I said, I know, I deal with them regularly. And he said, but maybe it's time to get a new car. And I said, yes. And so we joked about what kind of car. And he said, now don't be mad at me, all you Ford drivers. He says, don't get a Ford. He's like, Ford drivers make me a lot of money. I'm picking up a lot of Fords. And I jokingly say, found on road dead. Now, if a Ford was presented to me, I'd accept it from the universe. I'm praying it's not a Ford. Ha ha ha, just kidding. But yeah, so it's kind of one of those things. And he was explaining to me my type of vehicle. I drive a smaller SUV. And he was explaining to me that, kind of at the 150,000 kilometer mark, that 5-year mark, they kind of start to deteriorate. And I'm at 6 years and 160,000 kilometers. So it's time. And it's time for a few reasons, because releasing that vehicle puts me into a new stage and a new start and a new journey. And I get to make new road trips and new memories with a new vehicle, with my son, with my partner. And I think to look at it as a positive and not as a negative. And I can't wait for whatever is presented to me in whatever capacity it's presented it to me in. And I look forward to what the universe is bringing me. So, today was Monday, and I could have said, oh, it's a Monday, and I don't, blah, 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 and this is what's happening. But instead, I sat with it. I gave my thanks for this beautiful person that was, my tow truck driver, and he was amazing and incredible. I gave my thanks to the dealership, being able to take it right away. It is getting colder, so they are getting busier. And then I gave my thanks to the universe that said, if you don't listen, we'll stop you in your tracks, literally, so you can't go anywhere. And I couldn't go anywhere. So I'm thankful to my girlfriend who came and helped and our reconnection today. I'm thankful for my mom who came to help. And, in the afternoon, for me to get my car to the dealership with the tow truck and so there was like all of these blessings within today. And I was supposed to be working with my dancers tonight, and unfortunately, obviously, could not get there because I don't have a vehicle. But it was kind of cool because Parker came home from school and he didn't know I was here. Obviously, my car's not in the garage. And all of a sudden, I hollered at him like, hi, bud. And he was like, Mom, you're home. And so currently I have dinner in the oven. I'm going to upload this quick video. I wanted to pop on. I wanted to talk about listening to the universe. I wanted to talk about all, it's not always just signs and symbols from our loved ones on the other side. Sometimes I call it God is taking care of us in other ways. And sometimes we can get mad, we can get frustrated. And I could have been upset that I was all of a sudden going to have a bill that I wasn't expecting. But I'm learning from it, and it's okay. And I know I'm going to be taken care of. I trust that I'm going to be taken care of. And I trust that my vehicle will be fixed. And when I'm supposed to get my new vehicle, it will be presented to me. And, I'm just so thankful for all the people that helped me today. And I'm thankful for all the understanding parents that I was supposed to be seeing tonight, and my dancers who were super understanding and worried about me. And I'm thankful that I get to have dinner with Parker tonight and I get to be home. So again, it's a quick video. but love your life. I know it's not easy, and I know it's Monday, and I know we're all like tired and cold and whatever, but we really are blessed, and we're blessed with so many people. So thank you to everybody today that was in my world. To my partner, who I kept phoning 18,000 times. He's at work. I felt so bad. I was like, babe, this is what's happening. My car's on a tow truck. He did. But yeah, so I'm thankful for him being there for me, and being my sounding board when I'm on the phone and I don't really know what I'm doing and I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I want to pretend like I do. I'm thankful for the tow truck guy who talked to the mechanic with me and helped me with that, and just for him bringing that blessing into my world today. Like I said, thankful to my girlfriend this morning. I'm thankful we got to catch up. And I'm thankful for my mom who came to help too. So, and most of all, I'm thankful that I get tonight with Parker, and that's obviously for a reason. So I'm going to go and enjoy my dinner with him, and I'm going to sign off by just saying thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and for asking where the videos are. And I'm so blessed and so thankful that you guys are following and sharing and subscribing. I had no idea where this is going. I have no idea what's going to happen from it. I love sharing my life with you. I hope that each and every one of you is enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying doing it. And just know that every day, if we can find the rainbow, is a blessing. And I know I say that a lot, but I think it's so important to accept the blessing that is today, whether it's a change of job, and it could be scary, and there's people out there right now like that are getting laid off and stuff. Just trust the universe is going to take care of you. Write your story, write in your journals, give gratitude. Thank your kids for hugging you. Sometimes they're turds, but honestly, a hug from my son changes my life. Thank your partners for being there, even if you're crazy on that day. Just be thankful for everything we do have, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have much. So every day I'm thankful for everything that I do have. And today I was especially thankful because the universe provided for me. And so I hope you all have an amazing evening. I am going to come on tomorrow and do a blurb. I want to talk about Christmas and grief, and kind of what that looks like, and how to get through it. This is a personal subject for me. I'm a Christmas freak, love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of year. So I really want to dive into this because I'm hoping that by talking about it, it will help me get through it too. So that's going to be tomorrow's segment. I don't know what I'm calling this one. I'm going to call it Blessed is the Tow Truck Driver. So segment number 3, part 1, only one part today. So each and every one of you, thank you. Much love. God bless. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and just know that today the universe just showed me once again how lucky I am. So thank you. I look forward to talking about grief and Christmas tomorrow. And stay warm out there because it's freezing. Okay, good night, guys.